Hey everybody, Al Puglisi Trains, and this is a incredible day on the railroad. It is August 1967, and I'm with Steve Bittinger. And Steve, tell us about the railroad.
Okay, Al, so we're on a 15-mile subdivision of the Western Maryland. It's called the Deer Park subdivision.
Okay.
Just to help people get oriented, we are about 10 miles south of Grafton, West Virginia. And we're going to run today from the town of Mosenberg, which is at the far end of the line, actually, on the Elkins direction. And we're going to head back up for 15 miles until we arrive Deer Park Junction at the B&O Railroad.
And what kind of vehicle are we going to be riding in today?
So it just so happens we have a big construction project going on here on the railroad right now. We are reballasting the entire line, and we brought equipment over, and they've given us the T200 Jitney, which is normally used at Connellsville for the crews, but since the construction work's going on, we're going to have it to ride in today. Al and I are going to get on. We're going to put him up in the co-pilot seat.
Yep.
And he's going to film this.
And we're going to take a ride in this, and let me show you what we're going to be riding in, folks. All right, everybody, that's Steve inside there. We've shrunken ourselves down, and I'm on the other side, and this is the Jitney, correct?
Yes, this is our Jitney. This is a 1944 ton-and-a-half with a Fairmont cab on the back for the crew.
Wow.
And this was manufactured by the C&O Railroad, actually new, and they sold it off to Western Maryland.
Wow, you look a little bit different inside there, but again, we've shrunken ourselves down. And I'm in there too, folks. I'm laying down in the back seat there, just getting my act together. So let's take this thing out.
So we got to get Al over here to the yardmaster's office right behind. He's got to sign his insurance waiver and a few other things required here on the railroad. He's got his hard-toed shoes on for today, and as soon as he's back from doing his paperwork there, I'll give a call over to our dispatcher.
Okay.
And we'll get a clearance to get out of here.
All right. Show you a shot of this yard, this facility. Steve, tell us about this facilities here.
Yeah, so this is being the end of the subdivision. All the equipment comes in here for service. We've got 2 bays in the engine house, and then we have 2 service tracks off to the left there where Al's filming. We've got fuel, sand, everything we need for the equipment.
The whole 9 yards. So we're waiting for clearance before we head out on the railroad.
T200 to dispatch. We request permission to depart from Mosenberg Yard. Copy. Copy.
Okay, we're good to head out.
We're clear.
Let's head out. There she goes.
So we get out here, we got a grade crossing up ahead here on Commerce Street. And then we'll be clear.
Steve is driving, folks, and I'm on the camera here. And I'm going to run like hell to keep up with him. That's why you don't see me inside the vehicle anymore. What an epic shot going across that bridge. Now we're going to head outside into the great abyss.
T200 to dispatch. T200 is at milepost 14, yard limit. Clear to depart Mosenberg Yard.
And we're going to depart. This is Mosenberg Yard.
Mosenberg Yard.
Mosenberg,
West Virginia.
Mosenberg, West Virginia. Well, folks, I'm almost out of breath. I'm the cameraman, and I've got to run forward of the train here to wait for it to come out, and we'll show you what's our next journey on the stop. Well, while we're waiting for this train, folks, let me give you a little overview of this area of the layout. Mine number 5, National Coal Incorporated. And I'll give you a little view, and the train should be coming very shortly into our view. Alright, I think she's coming around now. And sure as can be, Steve's in the driver's seat, bringing her around. Greatness. Steve's going to call dispatch, folks, and we're going to go into the Corman Coal Company area of the layout and give you a little bit of a tour. Here, get out of his little vehicle there. In the meantime, I'm going to show you a crispy critter. There's a vehicle that caught fire here, and it's seen better days. And this is a bustling area. And Steve, what area is this area of the layout called?
So we're in Mineral Ridge, West Virginia. This is a plateau area that's underlined with the coal region. Here on the railroad, we've got 4 different coal companies operations here. They're all mining bituminous coal. These are all vertical shaft operations. Over on the branch line, we have one more coal company operating a drift mine.
Okay.
Up on one of the branches, but still all in the same coal belt.
All right, and I'm going to give you a second to get out of the vehicle, and we're going to go to the next area to take a look. But you got to ask dispatch.
Yep, we'll give them a call.
So let's give them a call.
P200 to Union City Dispatch. We've stopped at Mineral Ridge Station. We're going to walk down the tracks and take a look at the Corman coal operation for a few minutes.
All right, let's get out and check it out. What a beautiful area of the layout. Tell us about this area and what it's called again, Steve.
So we're here in Mineral Ridge. This is the second oldest mine in the district, Corman Coal Company. Just by coincidence, my dad's mother, she had multiple brothers, and they were in the coal business. They were the Cormany brothers. And they mined and sold coal and delivered it for home delivery and business delivery with their trucks. And so this mine operation is sort of in memory of the family.
Wow. And we're going to cut through this area on our way to the next area, correct?
Yes, we're going to head out of here. Next stop is going to be a little ways up. Next town we come to is a long ways off from here.
All right. Let's get back in the vehicle, and I'll start a hike toward the next section. Well, folks, I've got to hike all the way down a mile or 2 down the track here so I can get in front of the vehicle to show you what's going on. And let me start walking, and so I can beat the train, and I can get some good shots of Steve bringing it down.
T200.
Now, Wilbur I don't know where the hell Wilbur is. He should be working this coal tractor right now, and he's slacking off again, so he's going to have to get reprimanded when he gets back. As a matter of fact, he's probably with Jethro, because Jethro's supposed to be working on this tractor through here. And these guys must think it's lunchtime here, because they're gone. But nevertheless, let me start my walk down the track to where I need to go. I'm going to walk through and down about another mile or 2. What an epic shot of Steve coming through there. Now I'm panting because I got to catch my breath. I'm out of shape. Where are we heading, Steve?
Now we're going to pull up here just past the milepost. Milepost 11. We're going to let you get up on the bridge, the high bridge over to Sand Canyon.
All right.
Take some photos down below Sand Canyon. We'll get to see the branch line below.
All right. All right, Steve, we're ready to get over this bridge. Tell us about it.
So the branch sign you're looking at down below here in the foreground, this is the original railroad in here. It was operated by the Sand Canyon Railroad Company. The Mount Sedonia Corporation opened the sand mines and they built their own railroad out of Mount Sedonia and up into a place called Greasy Forks, West Virginia. Later on, when the Western Maryland acquired the main line up there, they built a second line themselves into Mount Sedonia because they wanted to go past Mount Sedonia on up the line to a coal operation. So consequently, we actually have two tracks that serve into Mount Sedonia Station.
Well, let's go ahead and take her over the bridge. What an epic scene, folks. If this doesn't boil the blood in your railroad veins, then there's no railroad blood in your veins.
Dispatch to Dispatch Union City, T200.
Dispatch here, go ahead, T200.
T200, ready to depart. Dispatch, we want to stop on down the line. We'll call out a milepost for you. It's going to be about milepost 8 when we arrive there.
Okay, advise on your arrival at milepost 8. Thank you.
Copy.
Train greatness. Man, I wish I had one of these little cars. What a great... And let me get a running, folks. Folks, I'm running and running and running to stay ahead of this, and this is on a branch line, and we're going to save this for a future video for you. So we're not going to be visiting this area today, but let me get back and catch Steve coming out. And again, this is going to be part of the short line on another video, but the sun is not quite noon, and I just wanted to get a shot of this spectacular view of the layout for you while we're waiting for Steve to get that train over here. And here he comes, folks. What a great view of this jitney as we go over this epic bridge. Oh man, talk about beautiful, man. What a scene. And we're gonna stop here. And
100 to dispatch. We stopped here for Al's film crew to get out and do a little photography here and a little info about this interesting old bus we have here by the track side.
yes.
Okay, thanks for advice. Be advised, yesterday, we had reports coming in of what might be a possible rapid air hanging out with this tunnel.
Clear. So the old bus we're looking at here, sitting up on the embankments of the Western Maryland, has an interesting history. This bus is occupied by a lady that moved from Delaware when she was a young child up to Blue Ridge Summit, Pennsylvania initially. And after that, she worked for a gentleman up there until he died. She then was homeless and unemployed. She managed to buy this old bus for $50, and a local gentleman gave her property to set on, squeezed between the highway and the tracks. And she's commonly known as the Cat Lady.
Okay.
She's said to have had up to 50 cats at one time living with her there. And her name is May Carball, and May lives there. She gets money by picking up pup balls along the road and turning them in for deposit, along with a small assistance check that she receives. And interesting is that May has a bucket and a rope she lowers down to the creek there behind the bus to get her water.
Yeah, let me take a hike down there and show folks. All right, hiked up on the top of the ridge here, folks. The creek is pretty dry today, but she would take a bucket and lower it down in that creek to get her water, I guess. And this is a true story about the Cat Lady.
Yes, this is a real person.
Wow. Sitting up on top of a mountain here, folks, taking an aerial view of the Jimmy. We had to back up a little bit to give the work train room to get by. So let's watch this work train come through. Yeah, see it in the distance. Train greatness. Away she goes. 3.
Dispatch here, go ahead. What train got into the Union City? Proceed to milepost 8 over. Proceeding to milepost 8.
So we can see we got work equipment all along the line over there on the siding. Crew has left the burrow crane behind. They were working the bridge this past week.
Wow. Well, folks, I've hiked down to my favorite bridge again. Planted my butt on a hill, waiting for this work train to come across, give us some eye candy. Here it comes. Got some more railroad candy for you folks. And
200 to dispatch.
Proceed to the Greasy Forks station.
Copy.
And this is Quermany Coal Company again as the BL2 comes through. And our engineer today is Andy. And let's hear that horn. Greatness. I see Andy in the cab. Andy just waved to us. Boy, I'd love to live in those houses. Catch a shot as she comes through the crossing here. Get an aerial view of it leaving. What area is this?
This is Mineral Ridge.
Mineral Ridge. As she heads in. Beautiful shot of the caboose. Heading out of Mineral Ridge, heading toward Deer Park, I believe.
Mosenberg.
Hey Steve, tell us about this section of the layout. You said they had a forest fire?
Yeah, we're coming up here on a section along the High Line here past the bridge that We think we had a lightning strike. At first I thought maybe it was a train, but we think it was a lightning strike right in there. Fire on both sides of the tracks. And the railroad crew got down there and got her out, but killed the vegetation pretty good.
Oh yeah, I see, yeah. As the train rolls through, looking through the dead vegetation.
So he's westbound heading up there to Mineral Ridge. He's following that freight that's ahead of him.
3. All right, Steve, you got to call the dispatcher?
Yeah, let me get him here. T200 to Union City Dispatch. Stop.
Well, we got a work train stopped on the bridge there, but Steve, let's talk about where where we are now.
So we're heading east. We're heading east up a couple more miles of line here to go. But we're here in a place called Greasy Forks, West Virginia. Interesting place. If you're paying around there, you'll see it's a Greasy Timber Company. Almost sounds like greasy. Back when the map makers came through here, they misinterpreted the family's name, Creasy, for Greasy. So when you look on the maps, you'll see Greasy Forks.
Oh my God!
But it was really the Creasy family. Creasy's own just about everything you see here. They've got a timber operation. Bring logs in here, load up for transport. And on the left side of the tracks over here, as well, they've got a mill operation for hardwoods. And we got the local tavern, post office, and a little store up there at the end of town.
Oh yeah.
This is one of the only places on the railroad where we have street running. Coming through here, a little bit tight, but train crews have a speed restriction when they're coming down here. And back in the old days, off to your right, there's the last remaining passenger station here. They actually had a pickup point here in Greasy Forks.
Oh wow, this here?
To your right over here.
Where's that? This?
Yes.
Oh, Greasy Forks. Let's go over and take a look.
That was a stop here. They had a flag stop here for passenger traffic.
Okay. Well, absolutely interesting area here. And again, this is called Greasy
Forks.
Greasy Forks.
Greasy Forks, West Virginia, with the Greasy Lumber Company.
All right, we are heading into Mosenberg, and the BL3 should be coming in shortly. We'll catch it on this epic shot as it crosses this bridge. Let's hear that whistle. Man. Talk about cool, man. So we don't rear-end collision that BL2 or BL, what is it, BL2 or BL1?
BL2.
BL2. Heat's getting to me here, folks. We're going to make sure that's out of the way before the work train comes in. Get you some eye candy here, folks. Well, we're going to talk about the jitney coming to the end of its journey here, but this is a beautiful little scene here. Just taking some beautiful shots as the jitney comes to its final destination. Oh, I hear something else coming. She's highballing in. Slowing down. Bringing the work train in. Now that the other train is out of the way, God, what a scene. Well, we just separated the switcher, folks, on that work train, so we're going to wait for her to find a spot. There's quite a few locomotives here in the service area. All right, Steve, we're at the Deer Park Tower here.
Well, so Al, 15 miles later, and I think Al ran 2 miles of that. But anyway,
oh yeah,
it was really nice having you here today, and I got a chance to experience a little rail action on the Deer Park subdivision, Western Maryland Railway, and we certainly look forward to seeing you back here again sometime in the future.
Oh, don't worry about that. And we're going to do the branch line too in a future video, and we're going to have lots of different videos on the structures, on the equipment, on the scenery, on the branch lines we haven't even gotten into yet. So, Steve, I really appreciate it, folks. Share this video if you can. Please subscribe to the channel. We need subscriptions. It's free. There's no email list. It helps push the videos out, helps the channel grow. And if you like what you see, you can see more of Steve's beautiful railroad. Go to my homepage, click on playlist. On my playlist, go down to layout visits and just click on Steve Bittinger. And you can see other videos of Steve's layout on the layout visits. Again, thanks so much. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.